Keep going.
No, that's it. That's all I got. You always end on a major 7.
I like it. Yeah. Quentin, welcome. Paul here. We're at Music Villa, Bozeman, Montana. I'm with Quentin King, and we're doing something a little different today.
Yeah, we don't do a ton of these.
We don't do a ton of them, but we have a lot of nylon strings in the store. We do a lot of classical guitars. This is a Cordoba. This is a 25th anniversary, which is something unique for us. Usually, you know, we usually don't do a lot of the higher end in the nylon string guitars, but we love Cordoba as a company. They do incredible nylon strings, a lot of stuff under the 1,000 range. This is the higher end version, but we just thought we would try this one because it's a 25th anniversary. So they only made 25 of them, and it's just a beautiful looking guitar.
Yeah, I'm looking at it and it says 22 of 25. So this is
that's
pretty
number 22.
Yep, this is pretty exclusive, a very limited run. And you know what's funny? I'm listening to you say Cordoba.
Yeah.
And all this time I've been putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Right.
I'm calling it Cordoba.
Right.
Because I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm pretty sure it's Cordoba. So
my apologies to the fine folks at Cordoba.
Well, I'm sure they're used to it. Most people say that. What's cool about this one, though, is
it's got some features.
It's got some features. Beautiful anniversary inlay there, rosette,
the rosette,
and you know, Western cedar top, which is pretty typical. But this is a little different. This is called a double top. This is that. Remember, we did one of those a while back. It's got the NOMEX in the middle. It's sandwiched. It's got cedar on two sides with like a material in the middle, so they call it a double top. And you can kind of hear it. It sounds very powerful. The back and sides, they appear to be like Indian rosewood, but it's PALO ESCRITO. So that's the wood.
Yep.
Okay, another cool feature of this one is you've got this little removable.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just holding on to it. Ladies and gentlemen, here you go.
Yep, there you go.
The sound port.
It's pretty neat. And I was, you know, we were playing it earlier, and it's not just for you as the player, but as you were playing it and we took this off, I was standing in front of it, and it sounded different.
You can hear a difference
in the front. So, you know,
it's pretty neat.
It's kind of neat, and it's just magnetic, and it's
I love options.
Yeah,
I love modularity in my instruments. But I mean, you know, it plays as you would imagine. It's got. Do you know what the neck width is?
I'm assuming 2 inch.
It doesn't quite feel like the full.
Right.
I mean,
it feel a little small.
Feels a little bit smaller than some of the wider ones that I played. You know, but it's
maybe it's slightly smaller. I don't know. We'll have to look on the.
Yeah. But it's got a nice projection. Pardon my string squeak. I'm still kind of. It's got some depth.
Yeah.
You dig into it. But I mean, the nice thing about nylons, obviously, if you're a nylon player, you love them because of you know there's a dynamic range you can get out of a really good nylon string guitar. You can play super quiet, and then you know a really good nylon string guitar will immediately respond and rev up if you dig into it.
But it just puts you in that mood too. It's just one of those guitars like if someone's playing a nylon string, you just kind of. I don't know. It's a beautiful sounding instrument for someone who really.
This is the history of, you know, the Spanish guitar, this design coming out of those, you know, Middle Eastern and Near Eastern ouds and other instruments. This is the origin of everything that we do here. Is, you know, this original kind of basic hasn't changed in thousands of years. I guess. I don't know how old is the first Spanish guitar?
Boy, I don't even know that.
All right, we'll throw that out to the community. If you've got some history on the origin of what we think of as the Spanish guitar, the shape, its design, the originals with gut strings and whatnot. I'd be curious to know.
Yeah, first guitar ever ever? Well, I don't know. What do you even think? What do you think? What's your guess?
Well, I mean, the first guitar ever.
Yeah.
The history that I understand, you know, you've seen these. Well, we've got lutes, we've got these other kinds of stringed instruments that were present. But I think the origin, the great grandfather, was this, and I mispronounce it, oud, O-U-D, I think, is like a Middle Eastern stringed instrument.
Right.
And I believe it was played with a plectrum, you know, pick. And, you know, it was stringed different and usually had like the gourdish looking body.
Yeah.
And what I recall, it had like this this headstock that angled back.
Yeah.
But some really cool sounds that you would get. And that when it migrated into Europe and eventually somewhere in Spain, as I understand it, somebody said, well, let's change it up a little bit. And we'll stick with 6 strings and add these things.
Yeah. And then C.F. Martin got a hold of something and came over to the U.S. and started Martin Guitar, all because of that.
Well, there you go. So the Cordoba, thank you. Double top, Luthier Select Series is what they're calling this. It's the limited run, 22 of 25 available with this very cool, again, I haven't even tried to pull this off, magnetic sound port. So again, you know, we've seen this on other guitars. You can't feel it. And what I like most is that
smell the glue, the wood.
You can smell the wood. Yeah, the glue. It just comes right, it wafts right up into you.
Perfect. All right. Well, Quentin,
thanks
for playing some nylon for us today.
You bet. I'll play a little bit more.
And
we'll get some other guitars.
Sounds good. Maybe we'll do some more nylon strings.
I'm going to brush up a little bit.
All right. Cool. Thank you. Thanks for watching.
you.